A very good day to you, everyone. This is Anjum. Today we're just going to do some seafood recipes. Recipes I say because I'm going to show you a basic curry, a basic sauce which you can use for fish curry, shrimp curry, or any other seafood that you would like to add. It is winter in the northern hemisphere and a good time to collect all our fish oils, our omega-3s. So we will do a couple of videos on seafood starting today. Let me introduce you to the basic ingredients for the sauce. We are going to I'm going to blenderize the fresh ingredients, and then I will show you the dry ingredients. So for the basic sauce, this is the onion, one onion, about half a cup of onion. It's about half cup of onion, chopped onion, fresh onion. This is one tomato, one medium-sized tomato, again about 1/3 to half cup. Really doesn't matter when we are doing our cooking, the South Asian cooking, a little bit here and there ingredients. It also has to be according to your own liking and your taste. Okay, so after the onion and the tomato, I'm adding, this is 2 cloves of garlic and about an inch, half an inch to 1 inch of ginger, fresh ginger. You can also use just 1 teaspoonful of ginger garlic together ground. So there you go. This is what we have, and then we have a tablespoon of tomato puree, and a tablespoon of yogurt. While cooking, avoid using low-fat yogurt because then it makes your food very watery and hard to manage. So this is a tablespoon of yogurt, tablespoon of tomato puree, 2 cloves of garlic, a piece of ginger, half to 1 inch, one tomato medium size, and about half cup of one medium white onion. And we're just going to put this. Now optional is green chili. Those of you who like it a little spicy, and just try half of it. Otherwise, if you want it less spicy, just garnish. So we're just going to grind our spice, our basic. There you go. This is done, and we will, before we get to our stove, we're just going to do the dry spices. Now, this is half a teaspoon of red chili. Red chili, the way you like it and the amount you like. There is a very hot red chili available, not so hot, medium hot, mild. So you do as it suits your taste buds. This is a teaspoonful of coriander powder, dhania powder as we call it, coriander powder, coriander seed powder. This is half a teaspoon of white cumin, roasted and ground. White zira we call it. This is, you can use quarter to half teaspoon of turmeric, haldi we call it. Turmeric powder is a disinfectant, antiseptic. Especially when you're cooking seafood, try to use enough because it's healthy, especially for seafood. So I used about half teaspoon. You can use less. And last but not the least is our salt. So about half to 1 teaspoon, again depending on your taste. I'm going to just add a little hot water to it and make a little paste. And just leave it here while we see. This is it. It's always nicer to mix your dry spices in a little hot water and then add them to your curries and gravies. It actually mixes well and it cooks better. Also, it gives a nicer texture. Now there you go, my friends. We have our stove already here. I'm going to add a little oil. Again, as oily as you like it and as non-oily as you like it. I just put about a tablespoon of oil, and I am going to add my sauce, the one I ground. These are our fresh ingredients, the onion, the this is onion, tomato, ginger, garlic, tomato puree, and yogurt. And just let me come back to you and let you know how long it took for me to have it ready. Welcome back, my friends, and this is our gravy base, curry base. After between 6 to 8 minutes, depending on the on your fire, on the flame, I kind of kept it on medium high to medium, and this is after almost 8 minutes. So 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how big your stove is, the utensil you're using. Remember, we used raw onion, so we have to cook it enough to make sure that we don't smell the raw onion in the gravy. And I did not add any water because we had yogurt, we had tomato puree. Now I am going to add just a wee bit of water, just about a tablespoon, and we're going to add our spices. These are our dry spices that I mixed, the paste from the dry spices, and we have to cook it another 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, and at that point we are almost done. So I'm just going to cook this, and while you're cooking the dry spices, always remember, if you need to add water, a sprinkle of water, a tablespoon of water, do not hesitate, because it will continue to dry, but if you don't add water, the dry spices burn and the color of your curry is not nice, nor is the taste. So I get back to you once I'm done with this. Welcome back, my friends. So this is how our gravy is 5 minutes later. This is exactly the same thing that I had cooked earlier on, so that I could show you both fish and a shrimp curry. So this is, it's double the amount of what I showed you. This is one recipe that I did earlier, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little water so it doesn't burn, and then I'm going to show you how to add the fish. Now this here is a fish that I have already marinated. The only marinade is and this is shrimp. This is raw shrimp. I have not done anything to it. So I'm going to show you just a little paprika, just to give it color. So, and doesn't matter how much you add, just a little paprika for a little flavor and color. And then we have oregano. This is oregano leaves. Again, not too much. This is about a quarter teaspoon or even less. Just rub it in between your two palms and just add to the shrimp. Takes away the raw fishy smell. I like to do it. If you don't mind, then you can just, some of us don't like the smell of certain herbs, then it's okay. But this is all I have added now. This is the fish. I'm going to take it over here, but before I put it here, there's a little oil in the pan, this non-stick pan. I'm just going to sprinkle a little. You can use rice flour or you can use corn flour. Either is fine. And I'm going just to put it here, just so that it doesn't stick. There you go. This is about a teaspoon of corn flour that I have here, a total of a teaspoon. I'm just going to put it here, and I'm going to just do a very fast. Tilapia is a very soft fillet and it's very easy to break, so just a very fast fry, and we're going to add to our fish. And, like I always say, my friends, I really appreciate and I wait for your feedback. Feedback almost always is positive, but certain times I do receive feedback which is not so positive, but I appreciate that too, because teaching itself is a learning process, and I am really learning how to teach. This is the first time I'm sharing my knowledge, whatever little I know. I am not a chef, I'm not a cook by profession. I just learned by my own experiments and my own passion. So this is what I know, this is what I share. So please let me know if there is something lacking, if there's anything that I'm not doing right, if there's anything else that you would like to know. I'm always there to help. That's it. We're not cooking it any further because it's going to break. It's a very, very, very delicate fillet, the tilapia. We're going to put it in the our curry, and just we're going to cook a couple more minutes. As you see, maybe a minute, even less than a minute, or a minute and a half, and that's how it's going to be. We're just going to leave it here for a while, and we will do it for this with the same pan. I'm going to start cooking my shrimp. And shrimp, fish, anything. Seafood is never good if you overcook it. So cook only as long as you're sure it's done. And then once it's done, once you see the color from our paprika is coming out in the shrimp. Otherwise, it's always nice to, it's always better to have your food look good. If it looks appetizing, it always ends up tasting better also. So there you go. That's all I'm going to do. Fish, the shrimp you don't fry too much. Don't stir too much, otherwise it becomes very hard. So there you go, my friends. This is our shrimp curry. I'm going to put the shrimps in our shrimp curry, the sauce, and we're just going to cook a couple of minutes, and then we are going to add a little boiling water to make my curry, my gravy, and that's it. This is a little hot water. It goes here and this goes here, and about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll come and show you the finished dish. Welcome back, my friends. So after 5 minutes, I kept my shrimps on low. I added some water as much as you want, depending on the thickness of the gravy you want. I added this and I kept this closed for 5 minutes because shrimp can take a little more heat and steam. Fish, I left it open, and I actually turned it once very gently. Our fish was already cooked when we put it in this pan, almost cooked. 1 minute, if you fry it on a medium stove, it's already done. So that's what we did, and we just left it open and then steamed it for 5 minutes, open cook. And then I just my shrimps were just covered 5 minutes, and the fish was uncovered 5 minutes. I repeat, 5 minutes for both, but the fillet is going to be uncovered, and the shrimp can stay covered. It cooks better. And there you go. I'm only going to dish out as much as I'm going to use. This is our fish curry for today, and this is our shrimp curry. We are just going to do a little garnish here for the shrimp curry and the fish curry, and we're just going to serve it with some steamed rice tonight. Steamed rice is best. If you like, you can use it with bread. Eat lots of salad with this, a bowl of rice or any other grain, and it's a whole meal, a good meal, a wholesome meal. And please get back to me about how you liked it, and see you soon.